Credit cards. I got a shit ton of them. I literally got a shit ton of them. And I've been doing credit cards since I was 18 years old. Even before then. Because I would use my mom's credit card to buy shoes and Supreme and then pay her back. So I know a thing or two about credit cards. And now, at my old ass age, I've been able to travel around the world and book hotels and flights with credit card points and pay close to nothing in cash. And if that sounds like something you want to learn how to do, then this course from scratch is going to be perfect for you. And it's going to be completely free on my YouTube channel. I'm going to edit it, put it in a playlist, all that fun stuff. So it's easy for you to just understand. And it's like me passing on the knowledge to you so you can live your life and enjoy your life and just seize the day and all the opportunities that the world can offer to you. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then before I start, I'm gonna put on a overlay so you don't get distracted, right, from my background. So green background, no distractions, just me and you, and we're talking. I'm gonna just go over what it is on a high level so you can just get an understanding of all the opportunities that you can earn from credit cards, right? So this is mainly for people in the United States because I don't know how credit card works in other countries, right? Like in China, they don't even have Visa or MasterCard. But maybe in the UK you do. Look, I don't know what the fuck goes on in other countries, right? So if you can follow along in your country, then that's great. But if you're in America, then this is for you, okay? So credit cards, where do I even start? When I was growing up and I would talk to my friends in high school and I would ask them, what credit card did you get? And they would say, oh, I don't have a credit card. And they would be like, wait, actually, not in high school, in college, because in high school, at your senior year, you would be 18. So that, there's no way. So in college, right, I would be talking to people and we would be talking about credit cards. And then somehow they would mention that they don't have a credit card at their big ass age. You're 21 years old, you don't have a credit card. What the fuck are you doing? Right? Is what I would say. And then their excuse is that my parents told me to stay away from credit cards because they said they were dangerous. Because if they said that if you don't know what you're doing, you can really get screwed. And I agree, you can really get screwed if you don't know what you're doing. But that also means that their parents don't believe in them. And that hurts because you have to believe in your kid, because if you don't believe in them, well, first of all, if you don't believe in them, why don't you teach them, right? But hey, ain't got nothing to do with me. Okay, so that brings me into my next point. Credit cards can really screw you over if you don't know how to use them. And there's one way how they can screw you over, with the interest fees. If you don't pay off your card, you have to pay interest and a late fee if you don't pay the minimum. That's it. That's literally it. And there's one simple trick to never get screwed on credit cards. And that trick is to always pay your card off in full at the end of the statement. That's literally it. That's all you have to do. I can end the video right here. Just pay your card off at the end of the statement. That's it. Wow. It's literally not rocket science. Okay? Now you understand how not to get screwed on credit cards. If you can't afford to pay off your card, don't use it. But if you can, use it. Now, we're gonna go into the benefits of using a credit card. Because you might be asking, well, what's the point anyways? Why even use one? Who gives a fuck, right? And let me tell you, the first most important benefit of a credit card is that you get to file chargebacks. Not on some fraud shit, like on some legit shit, right? Imagine this. For example, you go. Okay, I thought of a better example. Imagine this. You buy shoes online and they come in, right? You go on adidas.com, you buy 5 pairs of shoes. They come in, right? It gets delivered to your door, and then some dude comes along and he fucking steals the entire box of shoes. If you bought that box of shoes on your debit card, you are never going to see that money again. And you're never going to see those shoes again. You're at a loss. You're done, right? But because you bought it on a credit card, you call up the bank, you send them the CCTV footage, and you get a full refund. And that actually happened to me. That's why I give you that example. When I used to live in Bushwick in Brooklyn, somebody stole a whole box of my shoes. And hey, it's okay though, because I used a credit card. That's why you have to use a credit card. There you go. Secondly, using a credit card allows you to earn points. Points is very important, right? Because it's like another form of currency that you get to just farm, you know? It's like crypto. If you're in crypto, if you're into that. It's like an airdrop, you know what I mean? You just spend on your card and you get an airdrop of points. That's literally it. So, how do I even put this into perspective? Like, who cares about points, right? Who the fuck cares? Okay, the simplest way I can put it is the cashback. All right, I know how to explain this, right? So, many cards give 1% cashback of points, or 1x return on points, okay? So imagine this. You go out to eat, you go to McDonald's, you buy a $5 burger, and you use a credit card, and with that credit card, you get 1x points. That means you basically get 1% off. If the burger is $10 and you get 1% off, you get 10 cents off. Some shit like that, right? That's the default. That's like the bare minimum. You get 1x back. Okay, now let me give you another example. Imagine you go out to eat with your friends. You're eating with 20 people. Everybody pays $100 for the dinner. 20 times 100, that's $2,000. And you offer to pay the bill, right? And you have a card that has 3x on dining, right? The Built MasterCard. If you have the Built MasterCard, it's 3x on dining. Where is it? This card, oh shit. This card right here. Built MasterCard, 3x on dining. If you're interested in the card, check the description. I'm going to put it in there. I'm going to put my referral in there. If you use it, it's going to help me. So thank you. Okay, so the Built MasterCard, 3x on dining. And you offer to pay the bill, right? And then everybody at the end just pays you back, right? You front the bill, everybody pays you back. Okay, so 3x of $2,000 is 6,000 points, right? 6,000 points is $60. And since you paid $100 for your meal and you got $60 back, you actually only paid $40 for the meal. You get what I'm saying? You basically get 3x or 3% off on the meal. So you pay 2,000 times 0.03, you get $60 back, 3%, right? It's like a discount. That's like the simplest way to explain it. It's a discount. Points is a discount. Bang. If anything's unclear, leave a comment or write something in the chat and I'll check it after the video or after I'm done with this entire thing. Okay, that's points. Now, let's talk about flights because people are interested in flights. When you book flights with points, your points are worth a lot more. If you redeem points for cashback, 1,000 points is only equal to $10, right? Points are worth 10 to 1, right? 1 point is worth 10 cents. 1 point is worth 10 cents. But if you redeem them on travel partners, they're worth more. For example, I flew business class from Korea to JFK, New York for 75,000 points and $100 in cash. So if you convert the points into cash and every point is worth 10 cents, that's $750 plus the $100 in cash that I paid on top. I paid $850 total for a one-way business class flight because I paid in points, right? It's only possible because I paid in points. If I paid straight cash, that flight would not be $850. It would probably cost me like $2,000. You get what I'm saying? So if we get the difference, 2,000 minus 850, I saved $1,000. I saved $1,150 because I redeemed with points. I hope that makes sense. You can get a lot of deals just because you have that currency. And that is the interesting part, right? Most people would just instantly redeem their points for cash back. But if you save your points and you stack them up, you can redeem better rewards with those points. And that's really the end game you want to get to. And the next thing I want to talk about is hotels because I feel like it flows very smoothly after flights, right? Because you fly somewhere, you need to book a hotel. So hotels also, you can also get better deals on hotels with points. Points are worth more on hotel travel partners. For example, when I was in China, I stayed at Hyatt hotels for 5,000 points a night, which is $50 a night, which is crazy because anywhere you go, hotels are at least $100 minimum. So I'm getting half off because I redeem with points. Also, I don't pay taxes or like sales tax, you know? It's just 5,000 in points. That's it. If you book in cash, it's $100 in cash, and then you have to pay 8% in New York City sales tax or whatever. You got to give a little something to Uncle Sam. And respectfully, I don't want to give shit to Uncle Sam. So that's hotels. It's kind of like the same with flights. You just get better deals, right? So the moral of the story is to save up your points so you can redeem those rewards later instead of just getting cash back for it. And in a future video, I will show you how to set those accounts up and redeem those points. But right now, it's like, I just want to give you a high-level overview of the entire thing. Now, I just thought of something while talking. So, the next thing I want to talk about is sign-on bonuses. Credit cards will literally give you money to open a card up with them, right? I'll show you right now. If I go to my Linktree, linktreeterry.zo, all right? Look. Discover it. They will literally pay you $100 to open up a card with them and just spend money on their card. Look, here's the catch. Get $100 if you use your card in the first 3 months. All you have to do is use the card. You get approved It's $0 annual fee. All you have to do is use the card. Go on the subway or some shit, buy a drink, and then you get a free $100. Isn't that insane? And remember what I said. All you have to do to not get fucked is pay the card off in full by the end of the statement. It's really as simple as that. All right, let me give you another example. Chase Freedom. This is also like a beginner card. Earn a $200 bonus after spending $500 in your first 3 months. How easy is that? All you have to do is spend $500 in 3 months and you get a free $200. Bang. Chase Business. This is like a higher tier, right? But I just want to show you something. Look at this. Earn $900 after you spend $6,000 in the first 3 months. Literally. They're literally going to give you $1,000 just to open this card up. And there's no annual fee. And this is all you have to do. Spend $6,000. And it's easy if you have a business, right? For example, think of it like this. What I do is buy shoes and resell them, right? So I buy a shoe, I sell it for a profit, and I get the points on top. And I'm able to cash in the sign-on bonus, right? It's literally free fucking money. And here's even the crazier part. You can open all of these cards, right? I opened the first 3 cards. You can get $900 from this card after you spend $6,000. And then you can get $900 on this card after you spend $6,000. And then you can get 90,000 points on this card after you spend $8,000. That's the beauty of credit cards. And is there anything else that I'm missing? I don't think so. But I can't think of anything right now. I can't think of anything else. But yeah, that's really credit cards on a very high level. It's asymmetric. There is a huge upside and a very minimal downside, right? The downside is 0 if you're able to just pay the card off in full. That's it. And the upside is like this. That shit goes to the moon. Oh, actually, I'll mention one more thing. There is a secret trick. There is a secret trick. Let me go back to my link tree. So, the Discover It card, right? This is just an example. There's many cards like this, but let me pull it up, actually. Let me pull up all the features so I can really explain this. What I want to show you is the 0% APR right here. 0% APR for 15 months. That means that you don't have to pay your card off in full in 15 months. How this works is usually the APR is like 20 something percent, some crazy shit, right? 20% interest. If you don't pay your card off in full on the first statement, you get hit with 20% interest. But they're offering to lower the interest to 0 for your first 15 months. That means all you have to do is pay the minimum fee so you don't have to pay a late fee, and then you incur no interest. That's a hack. That's the hack I wanted to mention. And yeah, that's literally it. Bang. Now I'm going to look at the chat, see if there's any questions. No, this is not pre-recorded. I'm literally doing this right now. Built is so clutch for rent and food. Yes, sir. Bang. That's literally it. That's the first episode of the credit card thing. And I'm going to talk more about it later in the future, maybe tomorrow, maybe another time. But yes, I'm going to put it all together into a playlist for y'all so you can really just like have it at your fingertips and really learn the game like instantly in record time, because I had to figure this shit out all by myself. If we go 5, 8 years back to when I started, there wasn't shit like this on YouTube. Like people weren't giving game out like this on YouTube. You know what I mean? And we live in an age where information is like that. We have Chat GPT and all this shit. You know what I mean? Like imagine being 18 right now at this age. You have like the world at your fingertips. It's crazy, like the amount of opportunities you can have. Like I wish I can be 18 right now and just have more time to just fucking seize the day. But yo family. Oh, I've been getting this question on my YouTube studios. Should I use a credit card for everything? Yes. Yes, you should. That's the short answer. Let's go over some bullet points. Well, why, you may ask? Credit cards are safer to carry and use. That's true. Because if you carry cash, you pose a risk of getting robbed. And debit cards too pose a risk, because what I meant to say here is if you lose your debit card and someone starts spending money on it, you are not getting that money back, because debit cards do not come with fraud protection. On a credit card, you could charge back and you always win the case. Credit cards earn easy rewards. That's true. With a credit card, you earn points and you can convert the points back into cash, or you could exchange the points for flights, for travel, for hotel, everything. Credit cards help you track spending. I mean, I guess because when you spend on a credit card, at the end of the month, you have like a big bill that you have to go over to make sure like all the things that you spent were by you. But if you use the debit card, it'll get lost in there because you never have to come back and pay it off. What is it saying here? Everything shows up on your account in close to real time. Additionally, they categorize purchases. All right. Credit cards help build credit. That's true. That's very true. I don't think that needs any more explaining. When not to use a credit card: when you have to pay an extra fee. Merchants pay processing fee every time you use a credit card. When you don't want the merchant to pay a fee. When you don't want to overspend. To touch up on this point, do not use a credit card if you cannot pay it off. Because using a credit card is basically borrowing money. And if you cannot pay back the money that you borrow, do not use the credit card, because the interest is absurd. There are many better ways to borrow money. All right, let's go over one more article. Why nearly every purchase should be on a credit card. Convenience. Yeah, it's very convenient. Visa and MasterCards are accepted everywhere. American Express and Discover are widely accepted in the United States. Also, one more point, American Express is also accepted internationally. If you find yourself in a different country and you have to use a card, usually you will have to pay a big fine to use a card out of the States. But American Express is international, where you don't have to pay that fine. Nearly every credit card issue offers zero fraud liability to cardholders. Yeah, that's why credit cards are way better than debit cards. I think we already went over these. Yeah, additional perks. Some cards offer perks beyond rewards and welcome bonuses, like American Express. American Express offers travel insurance, trip cancellation protection, lost luggage insurance, and the Chase Sapphire Preferred card offers car rental insurance. I also know that there's like a phone insurance. If you have a World Elite MasterCard and you pay your phone bill on that card, it comes with phone insurance, building credit. Yeah, bottom line is use your credit cards to buy everything. Today's session is about opening your first credit card, right? So this is for people that are 18 years old. They don't have a credit card. They don't have nothing at all. And they just want to get started, and they want the best card, for a beginner. And You could be any age. You don't have to be 18. You could be like 30 years old and uh like down bad on your luck and you just want to get started, right? And that makes me remember what I was trying to say. So, the other benefit of having a credit card is that it builds your credit score. And I'm sure a lot of people know this. This credit score system in America, where if you have a bad credit score, you're fucked, and if you have a good one, you're good, right? And the thing about having credit cards is that when you use the bank's credit cards and you pay it off on time, it tells the banks that you're reliable, that you actually pay off your debt, right? And in the future, when you want to take a loan from the bank and they see your history with them, they will approve you for that loan. Let's say you want to get a car, you want to finance a fucking Hellcat, you want to finance a Lamborghini, you want to finance a house, and when you go to Chase and you ask them for a loan and they see that you have like 5 million cards open with them and you have like a six-figure credit line and you pay everything off on time and they never have to like send the cartel after you for their money, then they'll give you that loan. You know what I mean? That is another benefit. I'm trying to remember something else I wanted to say, but it's gonna come back to me later. So let's continue. You're a beginner and you're looking for your first card. The card that I would highly recommend is the Discover It card. The Discover It card, you can find this in the description below. My referral link for the Discover It card is in the description. You can use my link and support me, and if not, it's okay. Watching this video is enough support of itself, and I appreciate it. Okay, so this is the application, and you would just fill it out with your information. I can't walk you through this because I don't know your information, and yeah, there's no reason for me to walk you through this. What I'm gonna do is talk about the card and why it's good for you. The Discover It card, right? This card is literally designed for students or beginners. So this is made for first timers, complete beginners. The best thing is you can see that if you're pre-approved for the card with no harm to your credit score. What this means is that they won't do a hard inquiry on your credit score. So it's kind of a hack. They're giving you the option to check if you can get the card or not without them pulling your credit score. So use this button or apply now. I mean, it's the same thing. Okay, so that's not the best part of the card. The best part of the card is the 5% rotating cashback. Not a lot of cards have this. Okay, no cards other than the Discover It card has the rotating 5% cashback. This is like the Discover It feature. When people think of this, they think of Discover It, right? And 5% cashback is a huge multiplier. 5x on a rotating category. So how it works is every quarter they rotate the category on which you earn 5% cashback on. And what is it this quarter? There's also no annual fee. There's no limit on how much they match. Oh, there is a cashback match. When you open your card up on the first year, every dollar you earn through cashback, they'll double it. That's insane. So you basically get like 10% cashback on the rotating categories, or 2% cashback minimum on everything. It's pretty good. Let me find the rotating categories. There we go. Right now, it's on Amazon.com and drugstores. Q4, that means everything you buy off Amazon, CVS, Walgreens, fucking etc., you're gonna earn 5% off. Up to $1,500 in purchases when you activate. Okay, so there's a cap on how much cash back you can earn. So $75 in cash back every year on the 5%, and then 1% for everything else. It's pretty good. Last quarter was at gas stations and public transit and utilities. So Wi-Fi, water, electricity, MTA if you're in New York, gas, 5% off everything, up to $75. Pretty awesome. And then Q1 was restaurants. Q2 is fucking grocery stores, so like Costco. I mean, they just really hit all the marks. It's perfect. This is like the perfect beginner card. All right. So that should be your step one, a path for you to follow. Just going to give you a little bit every day. You don't want to get too ahead of yourself. Don't jump the gun. Just work on it. It's not something that will happen overnight, but if you keep grinding it, you're going to get better. You're going to learn it. It's going to be like the back of your hand. And when you go to the parties and people are talking about credit cards, you'll be that guy. Cool. That's it for today. And I'll be back tomorrow with more. I'm putting the chat back up to answer questions. I'm going to make a list of all the cards that you can get for the sign-on bonuses. These are the best cards to get for just like collecting free money pretty much.
Yo.
And I'm going to make this list with you right now. Okay, Discover It, $100. Apple Card. Apple Card. They're offering $75. The Built Card. Let's see. I don't see any bonus here. I don't see a bonus. Bank of America, unlimited cash card. Jeez. Bofa cash rewards, $200. Oh God. Ink Business Unlimited. Quicksilver. All right, let me edit this video. I'll go to my link tree. What's the hardest lesson you learned from reselling? Don't buy too many of the same items. We got Chase Freedom. $200. That's very good. Chase Business Inc. is 900. This is legit all the cards. I'm gonna like put all the cards that I have. Why is Capital One not on here? Let's see. Saber one. $39 annual fee. Wait. It was 0. $300, $200. Where's the other one? Earn 100 credit to use towards flights. Plus earn 200 cash bonus. Okay, so Quicksilver, Capital One, 200. I have City, double cash. Let's see. 200. Okay. What else do I have? Let me just pull out my wallet and just start looking shit up. I kid you not, this is how I was just farming cash when I was young and I had no money and I needed money. I would just open up credit cards and farm the sign-on bonuses. And I know some people out there are gonna be like, "Oh, but isn't it bad to have so many credit cards?" No, it isn't bad. I don't know who the fuck told you that, but they are lying to you. I don't like that shit is a modern day myth. I don't know who started saying that shit. That is not bad. What do you think separates successful resellers from average ones? It's gonna be being able to delegate tasks. Successful resellers are able to have people or hire people to take over everyday tasks for them, while average resellers would just sit, be complacent and just like stay in the hustle, you know? Like you don't want to stay in the hustle. You want to delegate it and free up time for you to make bigger decisions. I forgot I had this card. Yeah, this card is shit. Don't get this card. This card is so ass. Let's see. business. Yep, this card is fucking ass as well. Don't get it. Ooh, I got the Amex Blue Business Cash card. $250. Amex Blue Business Cash. $250. Whoa, what did I just do? What advice would you give to someone like me who just started reselling a few months ago? Find what's working for you and just keep doing that. Just keep hammering that shit. If you're making money off AirPods, keep doing that. Buy more AirPods. Don't try to like go into something else and like, oh, let me test fucking spider hoodies or something. Like, no, don't do that. Just keep selling the AirPods if it's working. You want to like dominate that area. Because if you go and try to do like spider hoodies, you're gonna get distracted. You're gonna make less money from the AirPods, and maybe the spider hoodies might work out for you. It might not. You know, that's the issue. Don't take the chance to go somewhere where it might not work out if you already have something good working. All right, boys and girls, this is a table of the best cards you should get as a beginner to farm the sign-on bonuses, okay? I know a lot of people say that it's bad to have so many credit cards. And I don't know who the fuck started that rumor, but it's not true, okay? It's not bad to have a lot of credit cards. Matter of fact, it's good to have a lot of credit cards because it just shows that you're responsible. The banks can see it. They all can see it. And if you can juggle all these credit lines and pay them all off at the same time, they're going to know that you're that person. You're that guy. You're him. So it's not a bad thing. All right? This is legit what I did when I was a kid and I had no fucking money to my name and I needed a quick buck. I would legit open up a card with a credit card, hit the sign-on bonus, and then just lock the card and not use it ever again. But at least I got like $200 in my pocket, right? And then I have the card on standby whenever I need it. So this is the table of the cards that I have in my wallet that I can recommend to you. Of course, there's going to be a lot more cards out there that are good, but these are the ones I personally have and I can vouch for. Right? So that's all for today. Just a quick little something for you to work off on, right? Look into these cards, find something you like, and open it up and get to grinding, all right? If you want to use my referral link, it will be in the description, and I would highly appreciate it if you used my link. It will support me, and yeah, it will make me happy. So there you go. Here's the list. Take a screenshot. And get to work, y'all. today I'm going to show you how to book hotels with your credit card points. The first thing you're going to do is connect your travel partner to your credit card account, right? So, for example, I book hotels at Hyatt, all right? So, just want to make an account on Hyatt if you don't have one, or whatever whatever travel partner you prefer. Make an account and then go to your bank account like chase.com and then connect the two. Log into Chase and then connect it. All right. Now, the next thing you want to do is transfer points over to your account. And after you have some points in your account, right, you can book directly on their website. So let's say I want to go to Shanghai, China, check use points, and then select the dates. Let's just say next month. And this is how you do it. Look, 12,000 points for one night at Grand Hyatt Shanghai. This is the Jin Mao Tower. This spot was very fire, right? 12,000 points is $120. You click view rates, and then you can book your room directly on the website. And the best part about it is that it's completely free and you don't have to pay tax, right? If we looked at this room without points, let's see how much it would cost. It would cost 1,243 yuan, which is $177, not including tax. But so let's just say $200, right, after tax. But we're paying $120 with points, so it's technically free. I would recommend Park Hyatt. This hotel room was so fire. So fire. If I go back to Shanghai, I'm gonna come to Park Hyatt. Look at this. This is the Shanghai Financial Center Tower. This shit is so fire. It's unbelievable. And that is how you book with points. Quick little something for y'all. I didn't show how to connect travel partners, but it's pretty simple to do. Like if y'all don't understand it, I can show it as well, but it's kind of redundant. But yeah, that's how you book hotels. Bang. Simple like that. Simple like that. All right. Today we're going to be talking about travel credit cards. If you are looking for a travel credit card and you're trying to get started and you're planning on traveling soon, then I would recommend getting a venture card from Capital One and just throwing everything onto this card. Whatever you spend, put it on this card, right? If you spend 4,000 in 3 months, you get, okay, why did it do that? You get 75,000 bonus miles, and that is a round trip to Asia and back if you're in like New York City, right? You get a free round trip across the world with 75,000 points. And you also get 2x miles on anything, which is really good. 2x, unlimited 2x is crazy. And then we have 5x on hotels, rentals, and rental cars booked through Capital One Travel, which I'm probably never going to use, so this doesn't matter. But the unlimited 2x is fire. And then the sign-on bonus. And they also got other stuff on here. Let's take a look. $50 credit on lifestyle collection stay. I don't know what that is, so I'm probably never gonna use it. Skip the airport lines. $120 credit for global entry or TSA pre-check. This is really worth it. This is really good. So I have global entry, so basically when you leave the United States and you come in, you get to skip the line for $120 for 5 years. So this covers it. This is really good. Hertz 5-star status if you're getting rental cars. Probably not going to use that. And then exclusive experiences, not going to use that either. Okay, that's about it. And you have to pay $95 a year. So if you're someone that doesn't want to pay an annual fee, this card is probably not for you. But if you don't care about the annual fee, which is $95, and you're about to travel soon, this card is going to be super worth it for you, right? Think about it like this. You're basically paying $100 for a free round trip across the world, because you just redeem this sign-on bonus, and yeah, you get a free round trip across the world for $100. Who doesn't love that? Who doesn't love that? That's awesome. That's awesome. And then after you're done with this card, you can just cancel it, right? If you don't want to pay any more annual fee, just cancel the card. That's all you gotta do. But the unlimited 2x is really, really good. All right, let's move on to a different card. This segment is for people that are planning on traveling very soon, right? So we have the Sapphire Preferred card. Let me take a look. Okay, 75,000 bonus points after you spend $5,000 in the first 3 months. 3x on dining. So this is a really good card if you're eating out a lot. $100 annual fee like the other one. 5x on Chase Travel, which we don't care about. We're not using Chase Travel. I mean, I'm not using that shit. 2x on other travel purchases. What does that mean? You'll earn 2 points for $1 made in the travel category. That fucking sucks. Okay, so Venture is 2x on everything. This is 2x only on travel category, so it's not that good. 3x on grocery purchases online, excluding Target, Walmart, and wholesale clubs. 3x on streaming services and 1x on everything else. Alright, that's ass. That's pretty ass. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty ass. We get a DoorDash benefits. I don't use DoorDash ever. 5x on Lyft. I don't use Lyft either. Okay. Alright. I made my decision. This card fucking sucks. Except for farming the sign-in bonus, right? The only reason I would ever get this card is to redeem the new card member offer, right? So here's the game plan. If I were to get this card, I would get it, spend $5,000 in the first 3 months, get 75,000 free points. That's a round trip across the world. Once I get this bonus offer, I'm going to close the card at the end of the year so I don't keep paying a $100 annual fee for no reason, because I don't plan on using this card ever. 3x dining is really good, but I already have 3x dining with the built credit card, right? I already have this card. This card is $0 annual fee. And it's also 3x dining. Where's the dining? Right? See, look, 5x at neighborhood dining restaurants and 3x on everything else, on other dining purchases. So there's no point for me to ever use this card other than getting this bonus. Okay, the next card I'm going to look at is the World of Hyatt credit card. $100 annual fee again, 60K points, and two nights. Wait, this is actually pretty good. 60K points and 2 nights when you spend $3,000. See, you got to read the fine print. You got to read the fine print. You get 30,000 points when you spend 3K in your first 3 months, and up to 30,000 more points by earning 2x per $1 spent in the first 6 months. So you have to spend $18,000 on this card to get 60K points. And then earn 2 total tier qualifying nights towards your status for each. So you get 2x night credits whenever you stay with Hyatt during this 45-day time frame. Okay, so I was planning on getting this card, and the only reason why is because I stay at Hyatt a lot. I stay at Hyatt all the time, actually, and I really want to get the globalist status, right? I really want to get to globalist here. Right now, I'm a discoverist, so I have a long way to go. I was planning on getting this and like farming it for next year so I can get globalist and get the free suite upgrades when I travel. But yeah, that's the only reason why I would get this card. So again, for the viewers, if you're watching this and you're planning on traveling soon, right, probably don't get this card because you only get 30K. Yeah, if you don't stay with Hyatt, don't get this card. Yeah, don't get this card. Squared. What about the City Strata card? Let's take a look. Travel credit card. $95 annual fee, 60K points after spending 4K. Pretty standard, right? Annual hotel benefit. What's this mean? Okay, it's too much to read. Let's go. 10x on spend at citytravel.com. Fuck that. 3x on air travel and other hotel purchases. 3x at restaurants. 3x at supermarkets. 3x on gas and charging stations, and then 1x on everything else. $100 annual hotel benefits when booked through citytravel.com. That's the catch. You have to book through citytravel.com. Nobody wants to do that. It's not just City, like chasetravel.com, CapitalOneTravel.com, citytravel.com. Nobody wants to do that. Okay, I mean, yeah, it's pretty good. Honestly, this is better than the Sapphire Preferred card from Chase. But it's not better than Venture by Capital One. Venture by Capital One is probably the best one. Boom. All right. This is the best card. Period. Okay, it has the best sign-on bonus offer. 75K points. And it has unlimited 2x on everything. That is huge. Unlimited 2x on everything is insane. Okay, so if you're getting a personal card, get this one ASAP. I just looked at like 3 different cards, and I've come to the conclusion that this is the best one for the value, right? The annual fee is the cheapest. We can talk about Amex Platinum, but then the annual fee is like $700, and we're not doing that. Wait, something called the Amex Green. Let's take a look. Amex green card. We're not dropping frames, right? We're good? Stream's good? Alright. Okay, $150 annual fee, right? Let's take a look. 40K points only. That's ass. 3x on travel, 3x on transit, 3x at dining, and 1x on everything else. $209 clear credit. Yeah, this card is ass, bro. Don't get this. Just get the venture card if you're going to travel. Just get this one. Put everything on it. Perfect. Best card for travel. Get this. Super good value. Like, even after redeeming the new card member offer, I would still keep this card for the unlimited 2x miles. Like, that shit is like really good. We got the Spark Business Cash Plus, $2,000 welcome offer. That's pretty insane, actually. $2,000 welcome offer. Oh, when you spend $30,000, that makes sense. Earn an additional $2,000 for every $500,000 spent in the first year. Who the fuck is spending $500,000? Unlimited 2%. I don't think you understand how strong unlimited 2% is. Unlimited 2% is like insane on everything, on anything, any category, no limits. Unlimited 2%. It's very good. Get your $150 annual fee refunded every year you spend at least 150 grand. 150 grand, brother. Who do you think I am? All right, Venture X Business. Let's take a look. 2x miles on every purchase. What the fuck? Okay, we get unlimited 2x again. 150,000 bonus miles and 300 annual travel credit. And you get a free $100 on every anniversary. $400 annual fee. Yeah, I mean, guys, after all that research, I am happy to say that this is the best card for you to get today if you're looking to travel. There's no better card. I mean, there are better cards, but for the value, this is the best bang for your buck right here. I'm about to apply right now. We about to do this together. I'm about to apply. Okay, here's my game plan. If I get approved for this card, I'm going to put $4,000 on spending on this card, get the bonus, and then yeah, I'm going to just get the bonus and then maybe cancel the card because, or unlimited 2x. Like, the thing is though, I can't put most of my business spending on this card because it's not a business card, right? It doesn't work like that. So this would be like for personal spending. I would spend $4,000 on shoes on this card, but like it's not something I want to do long term because it's not a business card, right? Self-employed occupation risk taker. A risk taker. What do we think, chat? Okay, I ought to be serious. What do I even say? Reseller? No, that sounds crazy. Occupant. All right, I'm just say reseller. Whatever. I'm about to submit. Here we go. Oh shit! Wait, this is not the card. This is Venture One. What the hell is Venture One? Nah. Nah. Gangy. What the fuck is Venture One? Nah, they did me dirty, bro. They did me crazy. Yo. Oh my god, what the hell? Ah. Wait, nah, we're gonna try again, but this time I'm gonna actually fill out the form and not the pre-approval form. I'm gonna do the actual form. All right. Submit application. Here we go. Here we go. All right, chat. Well, if you're applying for this card, good luck to you. All right, the 5 credit card hacks that no one is talking about for 2025. This is how you can collect $2,050 in cash, free cash. So the agenda is we're going to talk about the Discover It card, the Quicksilver card, the Freedom Unlimited card, Ink Business Unlimited card, and the Ink Business Cash card. And then we're going to summarize at the end. So bear with me. I'm going to make this quick. And if you enjoy this content, I have a May $10 sale. Buy my merch at terryzhao.com/merch. All right. Disclaimer. Some of the links mentioned in this presentation are affiliate links. If you apply for a card through one of my links, I may earn a commission. It helps support the channel and it costs you nothing. And I only recommend products and cards that I personally use or trust. So this is a side hustle that I've personally been doing, and I'm going to share with you. All the cards that I'm going to recommend to you, I personally own and have opened myself, and I have collected all the cash. So these commissions help support this content and keep it free for everyone. All right, so the Discover It card, I think I'm going to pull them out as I go, right? Discover It card, designed for beginners, 18 plus, students, or new to credit. 0% APR for 15 months, no annual fee, and you can get a pre-approved with no credit impact. Super good. 5% cashback in rotating categories. In Q2 that we're currently in right now, it's for grocery stores. So if your parents are shopping at grocery stores, bro, give them your credit card, 5% cashback. I've been going to Trader Joe's all day. And this card, you can earn a $100 bonus after you make your first purchase. So that's a free $100 for you. In 5 minutes, you can get approved and buy something in 5 minutes and make $100. Next card, the Quicksilver card. Where's my Quicksilver card? Here we are, the Quicksilver card. Great for building credit with simple flat rewards. The rewards aren't that great, but the sign-on bonus is. So no annual fees again. Pre-approval with no credit score impact as always. 0% APR for 15 months. 1.5 cash back on everything. And a $200 bonus after you spend $500 in 3 months. The link is terryzhao.com/quicksilver. The next card is the Freedom Unlimited card. Super beginner friendly. This is actually the first card that I ever opened up when I was 18. Chase really blessed me with this card. And there's 0 annual fees. The rewards will never expire as long as your account is open. 0% APR again for 15 months. Bonus categories is 5% on travel through Chase Travel. That's the catch.
and 3% on dining and drugstores, which is huge. 3% on dining is really good. So I'm going to compare it to the Amex Gold card, which is 4% on dining, but there's an annual fee of $300. This Freedom Unlimited card is 0 annual fee. So unlimited 1.5 cashback on everything else, which is basically the Quicksilver card. It's already way better than the Quicksilver. And the sign-on bonus is way better. You get $50 more, $250 bonus after spending $500 in 3 months. The link is terryzhao.com/freedomunlimited. But the catch is that there's no pre-approval, so you have to be careful when you apply. So here's how the page looks like. Now the next card is the Ink Business Unlimited card. I have it somewhere. Where is it? That's the preferred. Here's the unlimited. The Ink Business Unlimited card. No annual fee as always. You get purchase and travel protections when you buy stuff with this card. So like, let's say I buy an iPhone with this card and then I lose the iPhone. The unlimited card will cover me, basically insurance. They'll get me a new phone free of charge, pretty much. So it's designed for side hustlers and small business owners. And a common myth is that you need an LLC to open up a business card, which is not true. You don't need an LLC if you're a sole proprietor. And basically what that means is you can just apply for this card like you would with a personal card and still get approved. 0% APR for 12 months, super huge. Unlimited 1.5 cashback on all business purchases. And the rewards aren't that great, but the sign-on bonus is crazy. $750 sign-on bonus when you spend $6,000 in 3 months. And the link is terryzhao.com/inkbusiness. And I'll just quickly show you how the page looks like. This is how it looks like. And it's the second from the left card. The second card from the left. This one. 750 bonus cashback. Crazy. And the last card we're going to talk about is the business cash card. The business cash card is here. And it's the unlimited card's twin. They look just like each other. They seriously look like one another. Pretty similar. 0 annual fee, purchase and travel protections, just like the unlimited Ink card. 0% APR for 12 months. 2% cashback on the first $25,000 spent annually at gas stations and restaurants. 5% cashback on the first $25,000 spent annually at office supply stores and on internet, cable, and phone services. And the sign-on bonus is $750 after spending $6,000 total in the first 6 months. And the link is the same, terryzhao.com/inkbusiness. So those are 5 cards that you can open and collect cash like crazy. And opportunities don't last forever, right? At the time of me making this video, these offers stand, but in the future, they can disappear. Like, I'm not even kidding. So here's the summary. The 5 cards range from easy to hard to get approved for, with rewards getting better the further you go. You can collect $2,050 in welcome bonuses just by opening these cards. And this is my go-to side hustle for stacking serious cash since I was 18, pretty much. I've been doing this since I was 18 and just opening hella cards and just collecting all the cash. And if you want more card recommendations, I have more. You can just ask. For this presentation, I've only brought up the first 5 that I think are beginner friendly, and that would be crushing. And when you pair this with another side hustle, like mine is flipping shoes, that's a simple way to multiply your profits really fast. And finally, if you want to work with me, the link is terryzhao.com/start. Go to the link, watch the video, and apply below.
In the past 2 months, I've flown all over Asia for nearly free using credit card points. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I booked every flight, the tools I used to find the best deals, and the strategy that lets me stretch points way further than most people think. If you're someone who got a stash of points but you have no idea how to spend them wisely, then this video is for you. And if you're someone that has no points but want to get some, I got something special for you at the end of the video. The strategy that I use to find the best deals on flights is a website called points.me.
This is how points.me work. They have a search engine that finds and compares rewards flights in real time, helping you find better flights for fewer points. That's basically all it is. And if you have an Amex account, you can go to amex.point.me, log in with your Amex account, and you get a standard subscription free of charge. If you don't have Amex, that's totally fine. You can just use the free basic plan on their website. Okay, what I'm gonna do is book a flight from Bali to Hong Kong, departing tomorrow. And then I'm gonna press search. Point.me is gonna research and find the best flights and let me compare them side by side. I'm gonna take the first flight from the top of the list, and if you have any of these banks, Amex, Bilt, Capital One, Chase, Citi, Wells Fargo's, you can transfer your points to Virgin Atlantic Flying Club and book this exact flight. Point.me is telling me that it's gonna cost 19,000 points and $69 with one layover in Jakarta. If we're talking about cold, hard cash, we're only paying $69 for a flight from Bali to Hong Kong. That sounds like a good deal to me, so I'm gonna show you how you can book this flight. First thing you're gonna do is click into it and then select the bank that you're banking with. For example, let's just say I have American Express. Click select deal and then click book it myself. Click learn how to book this flight, and point.me is gonna walk you through exactly how to book this flight. I wanna say that I'm not affiliated in any way, and if points.me wants to sponsor myself, please reach out. All right. First thing you wanna do is create an account with the airline that you're trying to book with. For example, right now we're booking on Virgin Atlantic. Click on create account and it's gonna take you directly to the site. What you're gonna wanna do is make an account. And then when you come back to point.me after you finish making your account, just click yes. Step 2 is making sure that the flight is actually still on the website. Click search for flights on virginatlantic.com. And the button is gonna take you directly to the flight you're looking for. As we can see, that exact flight is still on the airline's website. Going back to point.me, did you successfully find the same flight you found on point.me? Click yes. Step 3 is to transfer your points to your new account that you just made. Click connect membership rewards account and it's gonna take you directly to where you need to go. It's very simple. It only takes a few clicks of a button. Click login and then transfer your points to the partner. With American Express, it's usually instant transfer. Going back to points.me is gonna ask you if you successfully linked your membership rewards account to your partner account. Click yes. And now you wanna transfer the points. Click transfer points, and then when you're done, click yes. All you have to do now is to book the flights. Click the purple button, it's gonna take you directly back to that flight. All you have to do now is put in your credit card and book the flight and you're all set. That is exactly how I find the best deals for flights. Now, I'm gonna go over every single flight I took to get to where I'm at today. The first flight that I took was from JFK to Bangkok BKK with a layover in New Delhi, India. I booked the flight on January 10th, 2025, and the scheduled takeoff was on May 31st, 2025, meaning that I booked this flight 5 months and 2 weeks in advance. Now, I paid 87,000 points and 81 Canadian dollars, which is a really good deal. I did not find this flight off points.me. If you're flying in and out of North America, I recommend checking the Air Canada website. I'm gonna show you exactly how I booked this flight. First, you need an Air Canadian account. What I did here was book a one-way for one adult, check book with Aeroplan points. I went from JFK to BKK, Bangkok, Thailand, and let's set the dates 5 months in advance. Just like when I booked it, December 31st, click search, and you can see that you can fly from New York City across the world to Bangkok for 75,000 points and 85 Canadian dollars. You can also get a business class flight for 87,000 points and 97 Canadian dollars. However, this one's a little sus because there's one stop in BAH, and the issue is that the layover is for 15 hours. A 15 hours layover is a no-go. And the reason why I'm mentioning this is because the flights on Air Canada could possibly be better than the ones on Point.me. If I put in the same exact details on Point.me from JFK to Bangkok, December 31st, and I click search, we can see that you can fly with Air France for 53,000 points and 215 USD, which I don't think is better than the deals on Air Canada. That's how I booked this first flight. Now, the second flight that I booked was from Bangkok to Kuala Lumpur. I found this flight off points.me and I paid 7,000 points and 32 United States dollars, which is incredible. After exploring Malaysia, I went from Kuala Lumpur to Singapore. I also found this flight on points.me and I paid 5,000 points and 26 American dollars. And finally, from Singapore to where I'm at now, Bali, Indonesia, I booked this flight for 10,000 miles, aka points, and paid 91 American dollars. I also found this flight off points.me. And tomorrow I am flying from Bali to Hong Kong airport with a layover in Jakarta. I paid 69 USD with 18,000 points. This time I booked this flight off Virgin Atlantic, and I also found this flight off points.me. All right, finally, I'm gonna show you which credit cards can earn you a ton of points. The first card I want to introduce to you is the Blue Business Plus Amex card. Go to terryzhao.com/Blue Business Plus, and it's gonna take you directly to my referral link. I would really appreciate if you apply with my referral link. It's gonna help me out, and you can also earn a referral bonus. All right, the Blue Business Plus credit card. You can earn 15,000 membership reward points after you spend $3,000 in purchases within the first 3 months. Also, you earn 2x points on your first 50K in eligible purchases per calendar year. For example, in 2025, I've spent over $50,000 on this card. That means I've earned 100,000 points, plus the 15,000 sign-on bonus points. That's 115,000 points in total. That's enough for a round trip to Japan and back. Please note that this is a business credit card, but you can still apply and get approved even if you don't own a business. If you don't believe me, ask ChatGPT. This card is incredibly powerful and it comes with 0 annual fee. You can also apply with 0 personal credit score impact. If you do not have this card, I highly recommend you look into it. Now, the second credit card I want to bring your attention to is the Chase Business Inc. Preferred Card. You can get to my referral link by going to terryzhao.com/IncBusiness. I'm also going to leave all the links in the description below. With this card, you can earn 90,000 bonus points after you spend $8,000 in your first 3 months after account opening. This card is perfect for travel because there are 0 foreign transaction fees. For example, I can swipe my card in Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, anywhere in the world and not have to worry about any fees. Also, you earn 3x points on shipping, travel, and more. For example, I use this card on Airbnb, Grab, Uber, whenever I book flights, and it earns me a lot more points. But I want to say that you should only get this card if the $95 annual fee makes sense for you. Again, you do not need a business to get these cards, so please consider applying with my referral link. All right, guys, awesome. I hope you got a ton of value from this video. If you did, please consider subscribing. It's completely free for you, and you can always change your mind later. My name is Terry. It's been an absolute pleasure making these videos for you all. Like always, stay safe, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.